Donna Gambino. I'm a licensed physical therapist and a certified Pilates instructor, and also author of Age Perfected Pilates. I'm here today to show you how to use the BodyBolster for some common spinal problems that we see as physical therapists and trainers in an exercise venue. This is Polly, and she's going to help demonstrate the exercises. So go ahead, Polly, you can lay down on the mat. Just keep your knees bent to start off with. As a professional, I see many spinal problems with my mature clientele, especially in the exercise venue. And one common problem that I see is an increased lumbar lordosis and a stiffness of the lumbar vertebra. Decreased mobility in that area is not good because we can't obtain a nice neutral spine, which is what we really want for most of the Pilates exercises. Part of my treatment goal for back health is to improve the lumbar mobility and to allow fluid movement of the spine so that I can get that neutral spine. I use the BodyBolster particularly for segmental mobility of the vertebrae for the Pilates roll-up. It's an exercise that's the nemesis of a lot of clients when they first start Pilates. They want to do this exercise, but they're unable to roll through their spine. And so this is a tool that I've really found to be very helpful for most people. Polly has an increased lumbar lordosis, and so what we're going to do is we're going to bridge that gap using the bolster. I'm going to take some of the air out of the bolster and just tighten the valve. And I'm going to have her lift her pelvis. We're going to place it in her lumbar spine. She's going to put her tailbone down. And you can see she's still a little high there. So I'm going to want to release a little bit more air and allow her back to kind of settle down into the mat. Now she's fully supported. I've bridged that gap. So now she has something to push into as she does her roll up. So she's going to straighten her legs, flex her feet. Another thing that we can use another BodyBolster to get a little bit more activation in the adductor muscles. So that we can just grab another one. We're going to place it into her inner thighs. Some clients can't keep their knees together, little, bowing in the knees and everything. This can really help so the clients get that activation of the adductors and pelvic floor. She's going to take her arms above her head. We're going to inhale to raise those arms, nod the chin, round through the upper back, press that low back right into the bolster, and come forward. Arms reach out over the toes. Inhale, drop those shoulders down your back. Now tuck that tailbone under, squeeze into the bolster between your legs, and press those lumbar vertebrae into the bolster. So she's getting a nice smooth movement there, and all her vertebrae are making contact with that bolster. This is what we want. Now, as she practices this for a few weeks, we're going to allow her, and she gets nice and strong, then we're going to take more air out of the bolster, and we're going to allow her to now have a little bit less inflation, and this is going to let her really roll through and flex the lumbar spine even more. So she's going to try again. Inhale to raise those arms, nod the chin. Exhale, pulling through, reaching out over the toes. Nice rounding of the back here. Inhale, and then exhale again. Tuck that tailbone under, pressing those lumbar vertebrae into the bolster, and then bringing the arms back overhead. Now after a few weeks of doing this, we would remove the bolster fully. She would be able to do it unsupported, and she would be able to flex through that lumbar spine. So we've increased vertebral mobility there. It's just a great solution to a common problem that we see. So this is a nice tool to use. BodyBolster is soft, it's gentle, it allows supported and safe movement, which leads to your client's success, which is ultimately what we want in any one of our classes. So go grab some bolsters and get out there and try those exercises. They're great. Thanks.